so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I love your show, so I'm excited.
I'm so glad you're here. Your sister's been on a couple
yes,
times.
Kmart. Absolutely.
So I feel like we've been accepted by the Braxton family.
Absolutely.
I'm very excited. We got a great show today. We're meeting the cast of AMC's show Freak Show. A woman who eats fire, another woman who eats glass. We're going to see how they do it. Also, actress Judith Light is going to stop by. A lot of people remember her from Who's the Boss. Now she's joining the cast in Dallas, making her big return to Broadway. But we got to, I mean, people are freaking out about this storm, about this weather.
Yeah. They canceled my flight.
They canceled your flight?
Yesterday.
You were going to go to the Grammys?
Yeah.
So are you bummed that you're not going to go?
Well, not so much because they changed the clothes.
I know
a code.
They made this. They sent out a memo, CBS, I guess, saying like no
butt cracks,
no no thongs, no side boobage,
no
stuff like that. And did you have an outfit that was revealing?
Well, I wasn't going to go too risque this year. But
you've been risque. I've seen some photos.
I have a little bit, yeah. But that was BC.
That was BC?
Before children.
Before children.
Before children, so I was a little more comfortable showing it, but now that I'm older.
I mean, I think that violates every rule that CBS has now put in place.
I think you're right.
Yes, it's got it all.
Okay, thank you. Now I've ruined it for everyone.
Now, when on something like that, don't you have to be really careful? I mean, not to move too much and let something hang out?
Yeah, you do. You have to make sure you're landscaped very well.
Something
like that, yeah, it can be risky.
Wow, that's great.
I was 12 then, though.
You were, but yeah, this weather, I don't quite get the weather obsession because in my memory, this is what winter is. You know, I mean, it's supposed to snow and have blizzards and stuff like this. When I was a kid in New York, I remember having huge snow. I remember in '78 we had a huge snowstorm. So anyway, but they say there's going to be a big nor'easter, maybe one of the biggest certainly in recent memory, up to 2 feet of snow here in New York. This is a look right outside our studios in New York. I appreciate all of you braving the snow to be here today. Honestly, I didn't think anybody was going to be here today. I thought it'd be a completely empty room.
No, we love you. We love you. I brought my shoes, though. I brought my snowshoes.
I saw those.
Okay, you want to see them?
Yeah,
okay,
totally.
I snuck them up here. Okay.
Yeah. Look at these. Wow.
You see that?
These are some shiny shoes.
They are. They're Uggs. I'm the perpetual 5-year-old. You know, we love sparkle shoes, and we're 5 years old.
Right.
I still love them today. So,
now, did you bedazzle these yourself?
No, Uggs, actually, they do it this way.
These are Uggs. These are great.
Way, right? Super
these are amazing.
And,
and they go up probably all the way to...
I'm short, so I'm looking like Rick James right now. They come up really high.
I like that you brought them just in case, like, we get inundated here in the next hour.
Yes.
You're totally ready. We got Robert Moses, reporter for Fox 5 WNYW here in New York. He's in Melville, Long Island. They're expecting really bad. Robert, what are you wearing there?
Ooh.
Is everything okay, Anderson and Tony? You all right?
We're good.
What's going on?
All right. This is called a spirit hood, and I want to emphasize this is fake fur, so no animals were harmed in the making of this incredibly warm hat. And by the way, actually, some of the proceeds from the sales of these hats goes toward endangered animals. This is actually a really good cause. And more importantly to me right now, it's keeping me warm.
Well,
it's freezing out here.
Robert, we actually sent you that spirit hood for all your work, I think, before in a storm. These are these ridiculous hats that we had that, I guess this one's tied up here. But what's cool about them is they actually have room for an iPod also inside. Everyone looks kind of ridiculous in them.
Good.
But, yeah. They have...
Stick your hand right in
That's right.
there.
They have built-in mittens like this.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, Sharon Osbourne was on the program, and she ended up buying like 20 of them. She became obsessed with them. She loved them.
I love them.
But Robert, how bad is it going to get out there?
It's going to get pretty bad, I'll tell you. We've seen some snow this morning. It started maybe 3 or 4 hours or so ago here on Long Island. And the big concern, you guys will remember Superstorm Sandy out here. Many people lost power. And so a lot of people are worried that they will lose power again. In fact, the Power Authority here on Long Island is forecasting that more than 100,000 customers could be without power. And I just want to show you the conditions that we're dealing with here right now. The snow has started to stick here to the sidewalk areas here in Melville, Long Island, but the roadways look okay. We've seen traffic moving just fine this morning. The roads are more just wet now than slippery or anything else. But again, the major concern is that later on today, it's going to get really windy out here, and wind is going to translate into power outages. One other note, Anderson and Tony, before I send it back to you, do you know that there are 6,300 miles of roadway to plow in New York City? So that's like going from New York to LA twice. It's a Herculean effort that it's going to take to get the snow off the roads in the city and here on Long Island. But many people are ready, and I think the key is that the bulk of this storm is falling Friday night into Saturday, which means that hopefully not many people have to travel.
Robert, I see your lips moving, but all I can look at is that ridiculous hat on your head. I gotta be honest. Listen, Robert, you're a good sport. Thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate it, and I hope you stay warm out there. Can you imagine people driving by him and being like, what the?
Who is that guy? What's this, an animal?
What is that guy doing? Now, I understand you are going to a concert.
Yes, I'm excited.
Is it this weekend?
Okay, tonight.
Tonight.
I'm going to see Barry Manilow. I love him. I'm a fan of him. I am.
You're a fan
Oh my
of
God,
him?
a huge fan.
Have you ever seen him in concert?
I've seen him in concert a dozen times.
Really?
I love him. I saw him in Vegas like 3 or 4 times, and I love the song Mandy. Of course, I say Tony. Oh, Tony.
My mom loved that song too, and when I was a kid, this was back when there were cassettes. She had it on a cassette looped like 10 times. So like she'd be driving in the car and be like, Mom, really? Again? It would just play over and over again.
That's what I do to my kids.
Is that right?
Over and over again.
Your kids are how old now?
They're 9 and 11, so I'm just entering parenthood.
Wow.
Applying the things our parents have taught us.
Are you getting worried? I would be so worried about the teenage years.
I hear that. They're tweenies now, right?
So
At 11, they're
adorable.
tweenies. Those are my kids. Diesel and Dylan. Actually, I have a movie coming up. We'll talk about that later. My youngest son with big hair, he's in it. So
Oh, that's
later,
cool.
yeah.
Does he want to be an actor?
He does.
Oh, that's cool. The another obviously big thing in the news that people are following is this crazy case out in California of this former LAPD officer who is on the loose still. And you may know this. I actually learned yesterday, right after we did the daytime show, that this man, Dorner is his last name, actually sent me a letter, a parcel, that I never actually saw. It arrived February 1st at our offices at CNN. He sent it to me directly. As you can imagine, I get a lot of mail,
sure.
and a lot of it is sometimes, from folks who have issues or are disturbed in one way or another. And so I actually don't end up seeing a lot of this stuff, and it usually just gets forwarded on to security folks, and as was the case in this. So I didn't know that I had been contacted by this person until just yesterday, and he actually sent a coin with 3 bullet holes in it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a coin that formerly belonged to Will Braden, who was the head of the LAPD, who was his chief. That's the coin right there. I don't know if those are actual bullet holes or if he just punched something through them. And there were a couple of messages in, as well as a DVD. And obviously, we've alerted law enforcement and alerted Mr.
How did that make you feel?
It's very strange. I mean,
would imagine.
it's a very strange feeling he had mentioned me, and this man, Dorner, had written the lengthy manifesto on his Facebook page naming a number of reporters, and he had mentioned me. He said I should stop interrupting guests, was what he had. So he had a little advice for me.
Okay.
But he was in general complimentary. But he clearly, had a message that he wanted to get out to reporters, and I'm sure he sent them to other people as well.
Yeah.
I'm just the only one who knows about it. But anyway, he's still on the loose, and police are obviously looking for him, and it's a very serious situation. If anybody does, see him, he's obviously considered armed and dangerous, and they should just contact their local authorities.
Yes.
But it's a crazy
Very
time.
scary.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll have more of the first 15 when we come back. Co-host Toni Braxton. It's great to have her here. So I've loved teddy bears when I was a kid growing up. Yeah, everybody loves teddy bears. I recently saw this thing that I actually kind of think are really cool. They're called Undead Teds, and they're by a British artist whose name is Philip Blackman, who started making them. They're basically evil teddy bears. They're teddy bears who are zombie teddy bears. And he makes them out of old teddy bears, and he's a special effects expert. We actually, look at this, you can see
Oh
the
my
branch.
God.
I know. It would, yes, admittedly, it would probably freak a child out, but apparently they're selling incredibly well, and mostly it's like people in their 20s
Yeah.
and 30s buying them.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Your
huh?
kids probably would not. Yeah, right. But actually, we actually got one. We ordered one, and this is the one that we got. I like it. I mean, the bone on the arm, it's very
Yeah.
real, and the teeth feel very real.
Oh, they do feel real.
I actually really like these.
You do?
I do. I think that maybe, yeah. I mean, probably not appropriate for children.
Not at all.
No, not a
Although
good
my
idea.
youngest, he kind of likes things like
Yeah.
that, so maybe.
They're very cuddly, except for the bones sticking out in the ribs. Other than that, and the blood,
Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of sweet.
Okay.
I like weird products, though. I like an infomercial. I like a strange.
Oh my God, I love infomercial. My favorite things.
do you?
I'm that junkie.
Are you- do
Every
you?
time I see something, 9 out of 10 times, I'm like, let's try it. I should
So
try
you
it.
actually buy things on infomercials?
I'm that person.
So
I
what
promise
products
you.
do you buy? Like
Let's
what?
see, what haven't I brought?
Really?
I have the Total Body Gym.
Okay, you bought that?
I bought it, you rent it, like they give you like a 60-day at-home thing, and of course you end up keeping it.
Do you ever see the infomercial with the guy screaming, "It's technique"?
All
And
of
it was
them.
like,
Yes,
yeah,
I have
with a
that. I have the
ponytail?
shaky thing, although
Oh,
that's a little.
you ordered the shake
That's
weights?
a little odd.
That is the weirdest
That's a little
thing,
odd.
yes.
I got the thing where you rub stuff on your belly and you hold it in for 9 minutes with this thing, and you're supposed to lose
Yeah, Andre, you
inches.
have that?
doesn't work. The
do-
ice cube thingy.
do you have
that.
pet egg?
I have that. That was $9.99. That was a good one. You buy one, get one free. That was a good one.
I hear there are a lot of complaints about that one.
Snuggie.
You have the Snuggie as
And
well?
they have the new Valentine's Day. I don't know if they have a picture of Valentine's Day Snuggie. Is a one piece. It's kind of pink like that. I have everything.
Have you seen? We had on the show the other day. It's a hoodie, but that's also becomes a blanket. So it's like a Snuggie, but with
I
a
don't
hoodie.
have that one.
Well,
I haven't seen that
we'll
commercial.
get it for you.
Did you see the dog one? There's a doggy one.
No, what's the dog one?
It's like a croc, a shoe for a dog.
Wait, it's a shoe for
Okay,
a
I have
dog.
one. I
Why
brought
does
you
the
one.
dog
I
need
got
a
you
croc?
one. Okay, it's a croc. Here it is.
That's great. Is this your dog? No.
No, it's not
Is that
my
the
dog.
infomercial?
Like you take it, you can wash it. I promise this is
I
true. My
like
dog's
this,
a little
actually.
dog. It comes in small, medium, and large.
Oh, this is nice. It says Molly for
And
my
now you
dog.
want to see, I thought of
that's very-
Miley.
That's
Yes.
really sweet.
Isn't that
Thank you.
sweet?
Wow, I didn't see this.
That was a good one. That was my favorite one.
Wow. Do you wear? I don't get Crocs.
What?
Yeah. No, I do. Do you wear Crocs?
All the time.
Really?
I love them.
Really? What's so great about them?
They're comfortable. You can wear them indoors and
They're
outdoors.
plastic. They're like, why are they? How are they so comfortable?
Well, plastic was an important invention.
I know, that's true. That's
I
true.
love they're comfortable. You get the fur inside. They go with, especially in the summertime. You go swimming. You put them on. You can walk
Really?
the sand if it's too hot.
All right.
Right? They're good.
Yeah,
Right?
I have a
Like,
feet.
nah,
I have a
I
feet
get it.
issue. I'm not big on. I love this though. Thank you very much.
have a feet
Molly's gonna
thingy?
like. Yeah, I don't like naked feet in public. It's a little.
I think that's the sexiest thing about a man.
Wait,
It's so
wait.
sexy.
This is the
to me.
headline. You think feet are the sexiest
Oh
thing
my
about
God,
a man?
it drives me to drink. I can't take it.
Really?
Oh, especially The Rock.
The what?
The Rock? Dwayne Johnson?
Oh, his feet?
Oh God, I can't. Oh.
How do you even know what The Rock's feet look like?
Because he was on Jay Leno one day, and he had on sandals, and he had the cutest little toes, and they were square, not round, but square. Oh my God, I think feet are so sexy on a man.
This is why you bought the pet egg, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, this is exactly. No, but see, my issue, and I've talked about this a million times, people are probably sick of it, is men showing their naked feet on airplanes. And
Okay, that's the problem.
And usually it's like gross hobbit feet. It's like not a nice foot, it's just a gross foot.
I'm sorry, I have to focus. Someone on a plane took off their socks and their shoes.
Oh, this happens on like every plane I am on. I've started taking pictures of people, and now people are tweeting me pictures of other people with their feet on
That's
planes.
never happened to me.
Oh, I was on a
Ever.
train. I told this story. I was on an Amtrak train coming back from Washington one night, and it would have been a long day, and to treat myself, I'd bought my favorite McDonald's #1 meal, the Big Mac, the fries, and the Coke. And I mean, and I love this meal, and I only give it to myself like once every couple of weeks because
okay.
it's not good for you. So I was on the train. I was so excited. I could not be any more thrilled. The fries looked perfectly salted. About to bite into it, and this guy plops down next to me, whips off his feet, and his big old hobbit feet are just flapping around, and I couldn't eat.
Yeah,
and then I get madder and madder and madder to him, and I wanted to I was about to say something, and he turns to me and he goes, "Oh, Anderson Cooper, I'm such a huge fan
Oh
of
God,
yours."
then you couldn't say anything
I
at
couldn't
all.
say anything.
No,
He
you
was so
couldn't.
nice. And I just sat there stewing and looking at my uneaten Big Mac and.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
For eating.
But women, a lot of times, you know, they have pedicures and they take care of their feet. And so that doesn't bother me as much as just like hair big old hobbit feet.
Yeah, no, that's not cute.
Not good. Anyway, people just.
Oh, that's odd, though.
In public, I know. But The Rock was doing that on the Leno show.
He had on sandals.
I have this image of you, like, being at home watching Leno and being like, oh, my gosh.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, let me see those toes.
Look at that.
Oh,
Let me
man,
DVR
yummy.
that.
That's exactly what happened. That's what
we
happened.
have the same glasses.
We do.
I like that.
Mine are kind of like the 80s schoolboys.
Yes.
Are they kind of?
Yeah. So we got to take a quick break. By the way, it's our Frugal Friday with Valentine's just around the corner. We want you to save some money on that. So go to our website, andrewscuba.com, for some 10 great gift ideas for under $10. We'll be right back.